in day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. My kids have not ate in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
My food stamps just got cut from a little over $3,000 a month to $800 a month, and I'm pregnant with my 9th child, and I genuinely don't know how I'm gonna pay the grocery bill.
Trump done cut no food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have 2, don't go having another one. If you have 1, don't go having 2 more.
Trump has cut my food stamps from $2,800 down to $350. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Get a fucking job, man. I said it. Go get a fucking job. Us taxpayers are tired of taking care of your ass. Now, I'm glad that there's public assistance that's available for those that need it. But if you're an able-bodied adult, go get a damn job. Shit. It's not that hard. Hell, I'm just looking at your skin color and know that you have got a one-up on most of America. And you're telling me that you're going to sit there and draw fucking food stamps at $300 a month? Shit. And now you're going to tell me that, oh, well, Trump did this? Fuck that shit. He's got to work too, man. Go get a damn job.
Millions of Trump supporters woke up to a nightmare. Their food stamps have been cut massively. These are not just numbers on a screen. These are single mothers, veterans, who depended on that help just to put food on the table. Many of them voted for Donald Trump because they believed in his promise to lower grocery prices and make America great again. But what they didn't see coming is that his new policies would take away the very lifeline they depended on to survive. And many now are asking, how am I supposed to feed my kids now? Let's get to see the reactions, then we come back with commentary.
My food stamps went from $4,400 in food stamps every month to $38. What am I supposed to get with $38 with 6 kids? How the hell am I supposed to support my kids on $38 in food stamps? Not to mention our disability checks on hold. Our Section 8, my rent isn't getting paid tomorrow. So I have to come up with $1,100. Okay? I am allergic to work. I can't work. I refuse to work. The whole reason I had kids was the amount of government benefits that you get for one child. And now, with the dependent age being 7 and younger, none of my kids are dependents now. None of them, because they're all older than 7. So how am I supposed to live? How do I feed my kids on $38? This is not okay. Not okay.
Y'all are about to find out that food stamps don't buy candy anymore. Not soda, not ice cream, not a little sweet treat to get you through the hard week. None of that anymore. Y'all was so hyped talking about that big, beautiful bill and finally having some responsibility. Talking about they gonna crack down on waste. But now when you go to the grocery store to get that Snickers bar with that EBT card, denied. The 2-liter, denied. That pint of Ben & Jerry's after a hard day, gone. The joy, gone. But hey, at least billionaires are still getting tax breaks, right? It's interesting when they want to cut costs and get things in line, they always go to the poor people first. God forbid somebody poor wants a soda to go with their ramen. You wanted fiscal responsibility, but you ended up with a government that decided they don't even want you to have a piece of candy. And it's not going to stop there. It never does. Soon it'll be no meat. Then they're going to decide that poor people probably can't have seasoning either. So to all the MAGA people who cheered for this bill, when you're standing in line and that ice cream don't go through, just remember, it wasn't the woke mob that did that. It was your own people. You asked for this. Now, Eat your sadness plain, room temp, no sugar.
Huh? So I literally just got this piece of mail today saying that due to new policy changes from the Trump administration, all this shit, whatever, that all these cuts and whatever he's doing over there, now they're telling me I have to go work. Now I have to go do all this. Well, I literally got 5 kids. Okay, I'm trying to sit here and spend time with them. I'm not trying to go work, 50, 60 hours a week so I can pay bills. I just really don't understand. I voted for him this last election because I thought what he had good was going on, but now all of a sudden, all this policy stuff's coming out, and now he's making all these cuts, and now he doesn't want to help the less fortunate people no more. I'm done with that guy. I'm not. If he gets voted in again, I'm leaving this country because I'm not dealing with this no more. This is all shit.
No more food stamps, no more Medicaid for millions of Americans. We warned you guys. All you Trump supporters, what you're gonna say now? All the food stamps and Medicaid are gonna be removed for millions of people. Yeah. That's exactly what we voted for. If you are able to work, you need to get a job. It's time to stop munching off the government and having the government look after you like they're your daddy. So it's very simple. Get a job and keep your assistance. Don't get a job, you lose it.
My food stamps just got cut from a little over $3,000 a month to $800 a month. And I'm pregnant with my 9th child, and I genuinely don't know how I'm going to pay the grocery bill. The money we saved by having the government pay for our groceries, we were using to pay for our mortgage. But now, if we're gonna have to use our mortgage money to eat, I don't know how we're gonna make it. It's not possible for me to go out and get a job right now because I'm pregnant with my 9th child and it's currently summer break. So if I were to get a job, I would have to send all 8 of my other kids to daycare, which I can't afford, and I don't have any marketable skills to where I can make a job that would be paying more than the daycare cost. I have 6 different baby daddies, and I've tried going to all of them to ask for more child support, and only one of them has offered to give me an extra $100 a month, which I'm grateful for that, but it's not enough to take care of all of my kids. I'm planning on taking the baby daddy that I know makes the most money back to court to see if I can get a little bit more of his income, but I can't afford to take every baby daddy back to court to get more money, so I'm in such a bind right now.
I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I was just grocery shopping at Walmart. I had 3 carts full of food. $700 worth. Went to swipe my card, declined. Swiped it again, declined. Do you know how embarrassing it was for me to have to leave 3 carts and walk out? So I called my caseworker. I talked to my caseworker. My food stamps, I'm being investigated right now. So as I'm being investigated, all of my welfare benefits are on hold. No food stamps, so my $4,400 that I get in food stamps every month, I'm not getting. $2,200 in cash assistance, I'm not getting. Section 8 isn't paying my rent, so right now I owe $1,100 for my rent because Section 8 is also on hold, not paying my rent. My utilities, my $300 check that I get every month for utilities, not getting. 7 disability checks are on hold right now. 7. That is how I pay my bills. This is how I pay my bills. I don't have a job. I've never had a job. It is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my 6 kids. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Well, everything's on hold. How am I supposed to put food on the table? We are going to be put out on the street. This is bullshit. This is not okay. 3 carts full of groceries I just had to walk away from. What can I do? What should I do? Does anybody have any advice?
Has anyone ever had this happen to them? I woke up to try to order groceries using my EBT card. Yes, I get food stamps. Don't fucking judge me. I'm a single mom of 5. I'm trying my fucking best, okay? I woke up to try to order groceries and it said that my EBT card balance was $1.17, and I know for a fact that I had over $400 left on that card. And I went to the transactions and it says supermarket, not even Walmart, HEB like it just says supermarket. And somebody spent $456 of my food stamps. And I know people are probably like, why are you crying? I need to know what to do, guys. 211 is not open yet. The 1-800 number is not open yet. Will they refund me my money back? I have small babies, twins. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it probably feels like I'm dramatic, but I have to feed my kids. Who does this?
I am a working mother, and I work hard. I get taxed a lot. And I don't mind my taxes going to fucking food stamps. I don't mind that shit. I'm okay with hungry children and people busting their asses getting fucking fed so they can go to those jobs and be productive and their kids can go to school and do what they need to do. I'm so angry, guys. Like, I'm so angry. That's why I'm crying. I'm so mad because I was watching this mom and she is so upset about how she's gonna feed her kid. And that's fucked up. She works 2 jobs. They cut her food stamps to $12. She was making it work on $150 for her and her kid, and the extra $100 she could pull out of pocket to make it work for them. And honey, they cut her to $12. And she said all kinds of people were coming to the office, seniors and shit, getting cut to like $20 and shit like that. What the fuck? I'm okay with feeding the elderly. I'm okay with feeding children. Why aren't you?
I know y'all gonna be mad, but I just need to say this. If you get food stamps, I get food stamps, it doesn't matter. Please don't go in the store picking up snacks because they took it out. Don't go in there embarrassing yourself, act like you didn't know, because I'm letting you know, and you need to watch the news because it was on there too. Don't go in there picking up that stuff. I know you used to buying your kids snacks or whatever, things they might need, but we're not able to buy it no more. Put it back. Put it the fuck back. Go in that store embarrassing yourself, boo. Just leave it on alone. If you got a little extra cash, use the cash, buy the kids snacks. Talk to y'all later.
So Trump is cracking down on food stamps. If you've been on food stamps, you're now going to have to do 15 hours a week of community service in order to continue to receive food stamps. Okay? 15 hours a week. Can you believe that? I'm going to have to go out here, even though I don't work. Okay, this is my time that they're asking me to use. I'm going to have to go out here and do 15 hours a week to continue to get my $4,200 in food stamps for my 7 kids. Unreal. Like, I have the time in the day to even attend to anything like that, right? And then on top of that, I also heard that if your child is 7 years of age or older, you're not going to receive food stamps anymore. So what am I going to do about all of my kids that are over age 7? How am I going to feed my kids now that it's being taken from me? How? Make it make sense.
Damn, Trump just cracked the food stamp method. Now everybody between the ages of 18 and 64 have to work if you have food stamps. It doesn't matter if you're homeless. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom. This all comes from the executive order that he signed back in June that I told y'all about. And this is why you have to stay updated on politics, because shit like that gets signed and everything changes. So boom, he signed this executive order, and now things are going to be taking place starting November 1st. Before, if you were 46 and above, you were exempt from working and you would be able to receive food stamps. With this new executive order, Trump added 20 years. Now you have to be 64 to be exempt from work requirements. That's crazy. Another thing is, if you were a veteran or you feel homeless or a single mom, you were exempt from working. That rule is no longer. Now everyone has to work at least 80 hours a month. You have to either work, volunteer, or have training every single month. Even if your children is under 18, you're not exempt from it. Before, if your children was under 18, you were exempt from working. But now that's no longer a rule. Honestly, I feel like if you get in food stamps, then you probably should be working if you can. So this is going to push a lot of people that's actually able to work. Then again, there's people that actually can't work, like they're single moms. I mean, 80 hours a month, that's not too bad. I don't know. I'm not in these people's situations. So if you're in a situation where you won't be able to do this, let me know so people can understand.
So if I get a job, I can get food stamps. But if I don't get a job, they cut my food stamps. But if I get a job, they're going to cut my food stamps anyway. How does that work?
What's happening right now is a brutal wake-up call, not just for Trump supporters, but for every American who keeps believing that politicians will save them. Every election season, we hear the same promises: lower prices, better jobs, stronger economy. But when the cameras go off and the votes are counted, those promises vanish. And it's always the poor, the single mothers, the working class who end up paying the price. These food stamps cuts didn't just happen by accident. They were planned, hidden deep in the so-called beautiful bills that many cheered without ever reading. That's a problem. Most people don't study the policies. They follow the personality. They vote based on emotion and not understanding. Now see at what's happening. Families are being forced to choose between rent and food. Some are working 2 or even 3 jobs and still can't afford groceries. And it's ironic because many of these same people once shouted, "America first." Now America feels like it's failing its own people first. Trump's administration claimed these cuts were meant to promote independence. But what kind of independence is it when people are starving? Let's be honest, it's not just about Trump. This is about a broken system that keeps the poor struggling while billionaires get tax breaks. It's about the illusion of democracy where votes are cast in hope, but the policies serve the rich. But there is another side of this story, and it's an awakening. Many people are finally starting to see how politics really works. They are realizing that change won't come from a savior in a red or blue tie. It has to come from people, ordinary people, standing together and demanding fairness, transparency, and justice. Maybe these painful moments will open eyes. Maybe this betrayal will wake up a new movement, one that says, we refuse to be used as pawns in political games. Because at the end of the day, no matter who's in power, a hungry child doesn't care about political parties. A struggling mother doesn't care about slogans. What people want is dignity, the simple right to live, to eat, and to raise their children without fear. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.